My name is David Uganda. Right you see behind me and in front of me are some of the tree cuttings which have remained and they have not yet been burnt. Where I'm standing or where I'm sitting, it was a burning area of charcoal, wood charcoal, and these are some of the remainings around which you can see. And we can see that most of the trees were cut. Most of them had taken over something like 10 years, 15 years. But what does this person want? Is charcoal, which is black like this, carbon. Remember, the trees are our sinks for the emissions. They help us to take away the carbon which is produced from the industries, from the towns. Also, when we are cooking, these are the trees which help us. But in the end, we see man wants to make charcoal in order to use. We have to put this in perspective that the urban areas are the most users of this wood charcoal, mainly the black charcoal which I'm holding. We have seen many cars coming from Gulu side, Arua, coming straight to Kampala to sell one sack of charcoal at 50,000 Ugandan shilling. But also, since this charcoal has become expensive to most of the people in the urban area, what have they resorted to is to cut this existing trees we are having in our area. Where I'm speaking this from is Mukono town. But if you count the trees which they have cut, they are like over 10, and some are remaining, and this gentleman is coming back to finish them. We have nothing to do apart from changing the mindset of the youth, of the community, encouraging them to leave the trees and also telling them the importance as to why they should preserve the trees they have found on the land of their parents. And also engaging them on briquettes making. EBAFOSA Uganda Innovative Volunteerism Actors have a training, and also that we have been conducting trainings on how to make briquettes through using agricultural raw materials, using agriculture waste as raw materials. And since we are going to start this in our community, we are going to start engaging people, not to make sure that they should not sell their trees to make charcoal, stop this, and also talk to the local community so that it can fight hard to make sure that our trees are preserved. The solutions to end this are available with us, and we know what we have to do. Since we are human beings and we know what the climate will do to us, is to engage in simple climate action solutions, making charcoal briquettes, which I've said before, and also engaging in other alternatives like making solar dryers to help mothers reduce on post-harvest losses in villages, engaging in value addition of agricultural products, engaging in agricultural value chain, or doing many other things along the value chain, learning apprentice practices, for example, making dryers, making fabricating. So this will help in reducing this, and also engaging in agriculture. Mainly, many youth don't want to go to agriculture, but if they come up with other activities along the agro value chain, for example, marketing on social media, marketing in different markets, this will help them in order to stop what we are seeing around me. This season in Uganda is the September, October, December season. We have been receiving some rains, but if you check previously, our November has been so dry. We have had few rain days in this season. When it rains, it will rain, but when the sun comes, we have seen it's very, very hot, which we have never seen for the previous years. So cutting trees to make charcoal is one of the causes of climate change we are seeing our country in Uganda. So we have to act as people in order to stop this.
So this is the computer is now it's like 3 hours since we loaded it. Now it has turned the smoke blue. That means the things are burning inside. Now, when it's ready, we pour water here to cool it. Pour water so that it can cool down. Then you start removing if you can see the chap inside. But we shall sort it out and remove the early bad ones. All of them are burned. But you can see that it's like a charcoal.
So do you mean this is agricultural waste?
These are agricultural waste. Now they are burned.
What exactly is inside there?
These are cassava peels.
Okay.
But now they are like a charcoal.
Okay.
And I think the time is like now 3 hours from when we loaded this.
So you mean that can you be used to make cha?
Yes, this one. So ready the chair.
Okay. Which process can you take into so that it can make a briquette?
Now from here we're going to put it in the crusher. Then we get that size we want for making briquettes.
Let's embrace innovative volunteerism. Away, as you go. Rise up. You and me are the solutions to these challenges. Oh yeah. Rise up. You and me are the solutions.
This is Aya Academy, Africa Youth Agro-Industrialization Academy. Last time, I had told you that we started making the small briquettes machine. But today, we have completed the 5 small briquettes machine, which can make 8 briquettes at a go. We are very happy that the innovative volunteerism actors trained today have been among the EBAFOSA youth we have been moving with the trainings. They have learned how to make these briquettes and also this briquettes machine, and also giving this skill to other youth. 5 briquettes machines have been completed in 12 days, and this has helped us to make sure to count on how we can be efficient, on how we can make the modules of how to make this briquettes machine. I'm happy that 2 youth have been trained and they have learned, they have been retooled, and they are good to go, ready to train other youth across Africa, not only in Uganda.
I'm by the name of Kaseng Amos, EBAFOSA welding fabricator. Right now here, I'm on the final stage of the briquette making machine, and I'm on the painting part of it. So basically, the painting enables this machine to bring out the beauty of the machine, and also to avoid rusting during the process of working. So basically here, these are ready to be used, as you can see them. But basically, what is lacking here is a crusher. And basically, as time moves on, I'm also going to do the fabrication of the crusher, which moves hand in hand with this briquette making machine. So basically here, these are ready to be supplied to the different youth centers for training, as you will be seeing. And basically, I'm also ready to train the youth on how to make these briquette making machines. For the first training, I've been able to train one youth, and whereby you're going to be able to train others, me and him to train the other youth. Basically, by this machine, it takes 3 days for its fabrication. And then during the training, basically, as you know, we take step by step during the training. Basically, it can take me around 4 days to train one youth, if at all is one, but if in large numbers, basically, which is also benefits us during the time of training. Basically, if they are, for example, if there are 10 youth, it can take us 4 days to learn on how to make this briquette making machine. So far, there are 5 of them, and basically it has taken me 14 days to fabricate these machines. And as you can see them, there are 5 of them, and they're ready to be used, as you can see them here. Basically, they're not heavy. As you can see them, they can be easily carried by even anyone, as you can see. Simple use, very light to use, very simple to be moved. So basically here, I'm looking at deforestation of trees. Basically, we are looking at fighting deforestation of trees, as you can see, because now these ones, the briquettes are made out of waste products, whereby we are fighting the deforestation of trees, as you can see. Basically, it's just involved by using the waste products, as you can get them in your place, then be used to make the briquettes. Basically, the advice I give to those youth out there, to take part in these different innovation skills, as you can see, because basically here we are looking at solving worldwide problems, as you can see. So basically, I engage all of you to take part in these different innovation skills in the fabrication of these different, let me say, different machines, different works, as you can see.
What have you benefited from this, the benefits which you can say that because of EBAFOSA have benefited this after giving you this support to do the fabrication of this machine?
Basically here I've gained a skill of fabrication, and basically I've been able to get myself involved in very many different activities. Let me say different competitions, different fabrication works, different innovation works, whereby it is building my innovation skill as a youth, whereby I can also be able to train different youth, very many youth in different places, different countries. Basically, that's what I've basically gained out of this.
This is an innovation for the youth, and the essence of this is to create climate-preneurs. Climate-preneurs, this we are meaning that these are the people who come up with solutions in order to reduce the degradation of our ecosystems. For example, the trees, the forests, the swamps, and because we see that many households are using a lot of wood charcoal in order to cook. Now, if the youth themselves have come up with the briquettes machine, and they are going to start being distributed to the rural areas and also urban areas, this means that the youth are now the pioneers of climate action in Africa. The youth are now the epitome. The youth are now, they have now showed that they are ready to take up leadership, but taking up leadership in providing climate action solutions, providing climate action enterprises, which can bring in money in their pocket and also help our mothers in the villages. Not only these mothers, but also the urban area. We see that in Uganda, urbanization is at a high rate. Most of the areas which were rural, they are now becoming populated with many people. So this has come up that many people want to cook. Remember, where there are people, they should also consume food. But they have been using wood. They are using charcoal for cutting the forest across Ngogwe, across Mabila, many up country. So if the charcoal is being made in Kampala here in town in Mukono, this means that we're reducing on the emissions of transporting the charcoal from Arua, from Iganga, from Gulu to Kampala or to Mukono. This means that that emission of the truck is being reduced because you are making the product from within the village or from within the community reaching nearby. And that's one of the solutions of reducing emissions, is to buy nearby since you are reducing the emissions. Another thing, employment, decent employment for the youth. We see that the Sustainable Development Goals talk about that we need to provide decent employment. If one of the youth is making this is an enterprise one can go with into the future to be a pioneer. In the end, make a big company which even can export these machines. This is how China, the countries like Malaysia, Japan, we see, mainly China, this is how they came up with fabricating small machines, but now their machines are across the globe. They're in Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, across Africa. But if we start with these EBAFOSA innovative volunteers, they will start developing the urge of knowing what can I add on this manual machine? Which motor can I put on? How can I brand it? What name can I call this machine in order to get market? So, Africa has everything. And the youth, the solutions are there, the resources are there, but it's better to come and be mentored under the EBAFOSA innovative volunteerism spirit or platform, so that you can also be like the youth like Amos Kasenge, be like other youth who have been mentored to bring out these innovations.
Here EBAFOSA Uganda, we have learned today how to make briquettes, all the ingredients needed, and we have learned the difference between the usual charcoal and briquettes. I can give you the difference between charcoal. The one sack of charcoal, it costs 70,000 shillings, while when you use this briquette, you can use 30,000 shillings or less. And if you are using this charcoal, let me say you are preparing matoke, you have to add more. You have to add more on charcoal stove. Whereas if you put this briquette like tray loaf, it can work from morning up to evening. Then it means you are saving time as well as money, and you are making more things. And as when you are working at home, cleaning things, cleaning house, whereas cooking, you can put your matoke on charcoal stove using briquette, and you work longer than coming and add more charcoal. Thank you, EBAFOSA, for giving us a new skill and new idea. Thank you very much.
Why are you taking them there?
We are taking them there in the shed so that they can be there for 12 hours. Then tomorrow we will put them in our dry.
My name is Amudan Boaz. Today we have been trained by EBAFOSA trainers on how to make briquettes, and they have told us that these briquettes, they can be made out of waste materials, the ones that we have been just throwing. Through that, I've learned how also to make them, because making them, they are going to make me also be having like an income generating activity, because when I make them, I'll be selling them, and also they economize, because previously I've been buying charcoal or using charcoal 50,000 per month, but currently I'm expecting to be using 20,000 per month. I greatly thank the group from EBAFOSA. Thank you very much for that training.
Briquettes made today by the youth, we made sure that we test the small briquettes machine, which are fabricated by the innovative volunteerism actors at EBAFOSA Uganda Academy. These were made, and it was quite good that we have tested them. This is the third time of testing, and after this will go to the Village Saving Alliance Association, mainly the briquettes, and also the trainings on how to make fuel briquettes. We have trained the youth, and are going to extend this to other areas which other areas which need the trainings. This is a briquette solar dryer, which is used to dry these briquettes. As you see, we have packed 12 in this pack, and this 12 is sold 1,000. The one small briquette machine can produce at average 400 briquettes in a day. And if they are producing in a day, this means that if you are producing 400 and you pack 12 of them, you are getting actually an average of 50,000 Ugandan shilling in a day. So if you are using a solar dryer, you can dry them in 2 days and a half. As you see, these ones are 2 days in the solar dryer. Already they are dried and the hardiness is okay. So we have laid them in the solar dryer to make sure that they dry. So making briquettes reduce on the cutting of our trees, degrading our ecosystem, and also it is hoping to create income, employment for the youth, as you have seen during the training. Thank you very much.
This is what innovative volunteerism stands for. This is impact. This is action. This is inspiration. This is what we must do, because every little action we undertake matters. Climate action is our own fierce urgency of now, and every action we take to help a mother put food on the table and more money in more pockets matters. That's what innovative volunteerism is all about. Ushering and inspiring young people to become solution providers, to turn climate change challenges into opportunities. That's what we are seeing, and that's impact. That's climate action. And we must all usher ourselves to turn challenges into opportunities. That's innovative volunteerism.